Okay, hi everyone. The time is 6:31 p.m. and I call the meeting to order. Now I'll hand it off to Lindsay for roll call.
Commissioner Schmidt. Commissioner Aurora.
Present.
Commissioner Panda.
Present.
Vice Chair Lamba.
Present.
Chair Wang.
Present.
For the record, Commissioner Chen is absent.
Okay. So the first item on the agenda is approval of minutes. The subject, approval of the May 18th, 2026 Art and Cultural Commission minutes. The recommended action is to approve. Do we have any comments or questions? See none.
No.
Can I get a motion?
I can put a motion. Yes. I can take it.
Yes.
All right, can we go for a vote?
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun on this.
Commissioner Aurora.
Aye.
Commissioner Panda.
Yes.
Vice Chair Lamba.
Yes.
Wang.
Yes.
The motion carries with Commissioner Chen absent.
All right, oral communications. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons wishing to address the commission or on any matter within the jurisdiction of the commission and not on the agenda. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. Do we have any oral communications?
We have no speakers, Chair.
Moving right along to new business, 2026 Artist Awards Program and Theme Selection. The recommended action is to receive a presentation of the 2026 Artist Award Program and 2, discuss the selected theme for this year. And now I'll hand it off to Sam.
Thank you so much. My name is Carolyn McDowell, and I met all of you in January of this year at the Artist Awards Program. And to be quite frank, your faces all look familiar, but I was in week 2 of work. And I met a ton of people, and thank you for being such friendly faces as I joined the Cupertino team. But that night I told you that thanks to my friend Jessica here, my new colleague, that we're going to be guiding you through the 2026 Artist Award Program. And I'm really going to lean on her a lot tonight and hopefully over time become a little bit more self-sufficient in supporting the commission with this really valuable program. So for tonight's agenda, we are going to be going through the background, the Artist Award category descriptions, the art submission types, the application requirements, the evaluation criteria, the timeline, the next steps, and any questions that you may have. Obviously, we'll do the best we can to get answers to those this evening as well. So the purpose of the program or our purpose in the Parks and Recreation Department is to support the Arts and Culture Commission in fostering and encouraging artistic expression here in Cupertino, and really specifically in the fields of visual, verbal, and performing arts, while also preserving arts to benefit citizens of Cupertino. So every year the commission has been presented with a similar packet since 1988. So this is not a new program to Cupertino, but it's my understanding that it used to be called something different, the Distinguished Award or Distinguished Artist Award Program, and has since been changed to what you know it as today. I know all of you have been through this program at least 1 year, some of you several years. And the way we're going to go through it tonight is just to remind you of some of that stuff, since it is just an annual thing that's brought before the commission, remind you of all these things so that way we're on the same point at the end of this evening on a theme and moving forward with the marketing. Do want to let you know that in 2024, the commission did review the Artist Award descriptions, application criteria, and evaluation forms. So they were recently updated. In 2024 and 2025, the program's been in existence under that new format. And we are anticipating, just because of the timing and everything, to move forward in that same manner in 2026. For reference, in 2025, the commission received, I was blown away, I have to be quite honest, was received and evaluated a total of 164 submissions. And the winners, are still displayed in the Cupertino Library, in the first floor. You guys are all familiar with. So I am going to jump forward here, into the program itself and describe the different categories, to remind you, of the different categories that we have. So we do have the Distinguished Artist Award, which does have a stipend that goes along with it for $1,000. And it recognizes artists having substantial body of work that displays merit and excellence, as well as history of contributions to the artistic field and the community. Last year's artist did do a photograph out at McClellan Ranch, and in her acceptance, it was nice that she recognized open space, the Parks and Recreation Department, and that sort of thing. So that was very touching to us in particular in this department. Prize winners have taught classes, they participated in shows. They're definitely more distinguished than your capital artists that we have in some of the other categories. We also have in the next category, the emerging artist. It too has a cash prize of $750 for the platinum winner. And it's established to encourage and recognize demonstrations of artistic promise. So it's kind of your up and coming artist. And they do recognize younger artists in rediscovering their love for art later in life as well. The last category that we have is the young artist. Obviously, there's the most participants in this category. It too has a cash prize of $150 per age group. And within the young artist category, there are two age groups. Group A is 6 to 10-year-olds, and Group B is 11 to 14-year-olds. And these are for deserving artists in recognition of their achievements in the various mediums that they can submit in. Thank you, Jess. So talking about the different submission types, we have 4 different primary categories. The distinguished and emergent artists can participate in visual arts, such as painting, drawing, photography, and sculpture. Performing arts, such as dance, music, and theater. Literary arts as poetry and essay writing, and then of course digital arts, which is film and video. The young artist is only the one category of visual arts. So there were quite a few entries in that category. So if we can move on to the application requirements.
Could I ask a question there?
Yes, sir.
On the previous slide. So in terms of 3D art, which could include mixed media, could include ceramics, which is, a one we'll try to move. That fits in one of these,
It would fit
And
in
visual
visual arts
Okay.
and sculpture.
like a pot.
Yes,
It's
yes,
okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so for the application requirements, there is different requirements, for distinguished and emergent has similar or the same requirements, I should say. And then the young artist has a separate, requirement. So let's go through the distinguished and emerging artist online application. Does require a personal statement that addresses artistic promise, goals, and past accomplishments. A letter of endorsement and or support that includes the relationship to an artist, so possibly an instructor or fellow colleague, that sort of thing. A digital portfolio of up to 3 pieces. So in this case, they can submit more than one piece that best represents their body of work. And then a resume and an exhibition record if they have a history of exhibiting their art. So that would be for distinguished or emerging artist applications. For the young artist application, it's truly just the visual art entry that is being submitted. In all cases, the applicants must either live in Cupertino, so that would be zip code 95014, attend an educational institution in Cupertino, or participate in an art school physically in Cupertino. So, I do want to point out that attending a Cupertino Union School District school or Fremont Union School District school does not necessarily make the child eligible or the person eligible. They do need to live in Cupertino, attend an educational institution in Cupertino, or participate in art school physically in Cupertino.
I'm sorry, I'm reading there or and or, so I thought that was sufficient condition. If they were attending, Cupertino Union School District.
So Cupertino Union.
In Cupertino,
If it's
In
in
Then it's okay?
Cupertino, then yes.
yeah, oh, God.
Like Cupertino High is in West San Jose.
Yeah, I understand that,
So-
okay, so that's okay. Okay,
Correct.
I got it, that's fine,
Correct.
yeah.
Okay. Any other questions regarding the application requirements before we move forward? Okay, fantastic. So all three categories are evaluated on media, creativity, and originality, and obviously fitting in on the theme, which we'll be talking about later tonight. The emerging and distinguished artists are also evaluated on their personal statement, and everything else that's in part of their submission packet, okay? So you guys all received several attachments for tonight. Attachment B in your packet describes the evaluation criteria in full. And as we talk about the timeline, when it comes time to evaluating the artist submissions later this year, then we'll be talking a bit more about the evaluation criteria and refreshing those for you before we actually start to evaluate the art itself, just to remind you of that, okay? So moving forward, the timeline for the program, tonight the commission will finalize and select a program theme, which really is the catalyst for our department being able to move forward and start to create the marketing that goes along with the program and getting you all of that content to be able to start to disseminate amongst your contacts in the community. We too also will do a mailing to all the prior participants, email, of course, these days, but you know what I mean, but distributing information to prior participants, et cetera. But really, none of that can take place without us getting to a theme this evening. So before we can update the website or create some of those content materials, we really need to get to that piece. But the program will start once we've gotten all the marketing prepared. The program will start to accept online applications beginning Tuesday, September 1st. And we'll accept them through Thursday, October 1st at 4:30 in the evening. You'll see Jessica and I back at a November meeting where we'll start to evaluate and select the award winners. And then, as you're aware, the January meeting is generally where we have the celebration of the artists, the ceremony itself, and then immediately thereafter putting the exhibit in the library for the entire community to see. So with that being said, I just want to do some final thoughts before we move on to the brainstorming process. For the 2026 selection process, as a reminder, the theme was Threads That Bind Us. And to get the conversation going this evening, Jessica has been kind enough to create a spreadsheet for us that has all of the 2025 ideas that were brainstormed by the commission. What I'd like to do is to go through that briefly with the commission, refresh ourselves of some of the ideas that were brought forward. There are some amazing ideas on this list. I can only imagine how they would play out in various pieces of artwork, and see if any of those might be able to slide over for consideration this evening. We may look at that list and say, perfect, based on what's going on in the world today, based on what's going on in Cupertino, based on how you all feel as a group as art looks in 2026. We may hit the nail on the head with something that's already on the list. If not, we can go ahead and move forward with some additional brainstorming tonight. But I do think it's worth consideration to take a look back at this list and to get our juices flowing. Is everybody good with that? Okay.
Question?
Yes.
Before we go into the
Yeah.
theme, it's on the criteria for applied, right? So this is maybe just a reminder for me and then maybe for others if they're wanting to know. Previous winners may apply. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, they may.
Okay,
But not pieces they submitted.
that is correct. They have to submit
Yeah.
new pieces, but they may apply.
I would
Okay.
think too that pieces, I mean, last year's
Yeah.
last year's theme was threads that bind us, right? This year's theme is likely gonna be something different that may not fit with that. So even if they were to resubmit something,
Yeah.
it might not be as competitive because it likely will not match wherever,
Yeah.
tonight's process.
That's correct, yeah. That's fine. That was my question. Thank you.
And then another question, do we have a location booked for the art award and exhibition?
So right now, it is booked, for, I have the date here, Jess. For your general meeting in January, so you guys generally meet, the last Monday of the month, correct? Thank you very much. So right now we have it booked for the 25th. Your meeting generally takes place at 6:30. We have the artist award tentatively for 5 to 6, allowing you from 6 to 6:30 to make your way over here and then to start your meeting. That is tentative, but I would block it out on your calendar as we move forward.
And then that would be at Community Hall, correct?
That's what we have booked right now, yes.
Yeah, I think we've tried 2 different locations, at least when we've been on the
Yeah.
committee. And I think Community Hall worked the best. I mean, it was a little bit more intimate. It was more grand for photos and for award recipients. So thank you. for booking that.
Absolutely. You can thank Jess. As a participant last year, I definitely felt like it was special.
Hmm.
Right, special for the people that were in attendance and very thoughtfully done. So look forward. All of that work obviously took place from somebody else sitting at this table, but look forward to participating in addition.
And then one thing to note, I wanted to go back to Commissioner Rowe's question about previous artwork that's already been submitted. So in the description, we have that submitting pieces from a previous artist award submission is highly discouraged. We don't say that it's not allowed. However, you as the evaluators are able to, if you see a piece that's already been submitted, you can
Okay.
factor that into your score.
It is allowed, but discouraged.
It's highly discouraged.
Please.
I just want to make sure, Commissioner Chen's attendance got added.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Council.
Okay, so before we move forward on the actual brainstorming of this year's theme, are there any other questions about the staff presentation or anything about the process for the 2026 Artist Award program?
I have one question. So the media and the section where you said that the media type of art, does it also include digital art? Anybody can
Yes, it
design?
does. Would you?
Good.
That's all. I think it was 5.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
One more ahead, please.
So those are all the submission types.
One more, I saw one. Yeah, media/tools evaluation. So in that case, the one, any submission that's done from any digital art tool like Photoshop, or if I design something from Canva, will that be considered a digital art format? And in which category will that be considered?
So if you can go back to, these are the evaluation criteria, right? So for instance, for the young adult, you're just gonna be looking at the actual piece of art.
Right.
Right? For the distinguished and the emerging artist, you're gonna be looking at their application, their resume, all of that stuff. So that slide that Jessica just moved away from is really more the evaluation criteria, not necessarily anything else. Here is the different categories. So visual arts, performing, literary, and digital arts. And obviously everything's being submitted online. So if it is something, going back to your comment earlier, right, it is gonna be a digital form of, let's just say, a sculpture, right? Going back to that example earlier,
May I
right?
add some? I think I understand, and Thank you for bringing that up. Maybe if that is your question, what I'm thinking, if that's the same, is it created through computer and software tools and technology?
Well,
Um, and I'm glad you mentioned because I was thinking about it this morning. Then I forgot. And we've experienced that in the recent years, and it could be becoming more and more with the AI tools. I can become an artist. So this is something maybe my proposal would be that we discuss as commissioners. Do we want the artists to let us know that? To just give you an example, now when we are using altered photography in our business, we need to write the digitally altered or whatever, photoshopped of lighten, whatever, but it's artificially or with software tools.
actually, I was thinking one step ahead. Miss Caroline, Miss Jessica, if it's possible, can we have a separate category for the digital art? Because that might not be as, I mean, like, it might not be at the same par with other art form of arts. That's what I was, if it is allowed, then instead of mixing it with other forms, can we have a separate category altogether for digital art forms? That I would like to suggest.
So we don't accept any AI generated art. Yeah, so
And not for AI, but even when I use the tools, like I'm a designer, I don't use AI, I design myself. I use different tools. That's not AI, but myself on digital media though. So in that case, that might be unfair for people who are designing on canvas paper or other forms of art. So is it possible that we have a section which is actually digital, only digital, not the video, but the art form of digital kinds? Is that feasible?
May I weigh in there?
Sure.
Why create a separate category only for digital? When you go to create, I mean, these things are not categorized.
I see.
Anybody can submit in
I
any
see.
form. It could be a performing art, could be digital art, could be physical art, could be a painting, could be 2D, 3D.
Okay.
They are not like in digital art who won something. So it's all one bucket.
Visual arts.
Yeah.
We
Visual.
will be comparing a
I
3D
see.
piece of art with a painting,
I see.
right?
But
That's a challenge,
Yeah.
but that's how it is.
yeah, that's as you mentioned, it's a challenge. It's also a little unfair for people who are actually designing.
But it's unfair to everyone equally. Right? So, and if we create, again, in my opinion, if we create categories, it could be a very long list,
Got it.
right?
Sure. I understand.
Interesting.
So
Okay, but you did clarify something interesting.
Yeah, the AI piece.
So AI generated art is not accepted.
correct. Correct.
Well, number one, I'm glad, but so that is flagged clearly.
That is in-
Oh,
Okay.
Make a mistake.
Yeah, that
But
is,
I get
if
it.
I remember correctly, we had this discussion last year and
I
we
see.
intentionally added that line.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Well, I'm glad.
I think that's fine, yeah, and I also totally recognize what you're saying and then what Commissioner has said, they have something to think about, but yeah, we don't have any categories, so.
Yep.
We are not telling them submit your entry in performing arts either, so that's the point.
So for distinguished
Huh.
category, emergent category, there is a one winner that is getting the $1,000 or the $750, right? Regardless of what category,
Correct.
right? So we can be running neck and neck, you know, competing as the group is trying to decide first place over second place, and yours
Yeah.
could be visual and mine could be performing,
Correct.
right?
So
Two very different types of art. But because there's just one winner, not categories of winners, we're competing against.
So, question, AI generation versus tool media generation, how do you differentiate? I can design two which are exactly the same replicas. How do you differentiate? How do we differentiate?
I think you have to depend on the integrity of the submitter, because we don't have the tools to do the forensics,
Okay, okay,
right? Yeah.
understood, yeah.
It will be a challenge in the future, though, and
Definitely a challenge.
maybe in the future, we should have a discussion.
Even
Yeah.
from last year to this year, I
Yes.
mean, the capabilities have exploded,
Yeah.
so.
Yes. Yes.
See, AI erupted like anything, so.
Yes.
If I can suggest, I mean, you're talking about the integrity of this submission, we do have the capability with the submission to be able to, ask folks, is this AI generated, or please confirm that it is not AI generated, et cetera. It would be one more thing that you could check whatever box you choose to check, but it would be a check and balance of sorts to incorporate, and it's not too late to do that, if you would like for us to consider that for this year.
Yeah, if you have a protocol of not allowing that, so it would be better to ask them, because they might not know. It might be in a naivety that they submit something. So, yeah, it'll be better to ask if you're not allowing anything like that.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, basically you're saying in the form where applicants are, I mean, we already have a whole questionnaire, right? What is your name? What is your address? Blah, 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 blah.
Right,
yeah.
So you're suggesting just adding one more line that says, I confirm that I did not use AI generated art in my submission. Is that your? proposal?
Correct.
I think that's a great idea. It prevents people making mistakes and getting into uncomfortable situations.
I know, at least in some college admissions, like they do the exact same thing, because the
Okay.
reality is it's impossible.
Yeah, For
For
us.
the entity to like vet literally everything,
Correct.
but like relying on some sorts of like the word of the applicant
Right.
to confirm.
Correct. Correct.
Do we need a motion on that, or this is good enough?
This is fine. This-
Oh. Okay.
It sounds like everybody's feeling the same way, and it's something easy to incorporate. At this point, it would be a little bit harder later in the game, but at this point, it'd be pretty simple to incorporate. Can we move forward with,
Yes.
the selecting of the theme?
Oh,
Okay.
before we go to the discussion, do you want to do public comment?
Oh, sure. Let's see. What do I was going to say? Okay, I'd like to open it for public comment. Do we have any speakers?
We have no speakers, Chair.
Okay, closing public comment. Moving on to discussion among the commissioners.
Which number is this one?
We're still on agenda item number 2.
Okay.
Okay, so, there's not many, but there's a lot at the same time. So I'd like to just go through the 2025 themes that were brought forward from this group. Just read through them real quick. Better world and diversity, beyond the borders, bridge of friendship, bridge of hearts, bridging between cultures, building a bridge between cities, Cupertino through time, details of daily life, I am unique, I feel this, imagine a better world, kaleidoscope, colors that make us, one voice, many stories, our world is a rainbow, past, present, and future, rainbow of friendship, threads that bind us. I'll remind you that's the one that was chosen for last year, but there were some twists to that. Threads that bind diversity, threads that bind us, unity and diversity. Then just unity and diversity that bind us, unity in the city, and we are family. So after that list, I mean, there's some pretty good ones on there. I don't know if there's any that stood out to you that you might want to have Jessica pull over to the 2026 list to start our brainstorming for this year, and to see if anything from that 2025 list may carry over for consideration.
I guess procedurally, why don't we just go around in a circle, and if there's one that you'd like to pull over, feel free to nominate it. Maybe can we start here?
Okay, so in terms of process, can we pick? Can we propose?
I think
1, 2, or 3?
you can propose as many
Okay,
that you think we should consider in discussion
Got
for
it.
26.
got it. I'd like to bring forward from the previous list, 2 of them.
Okay.
One is imagine a better world. Second one is we are family. And I'd like to propose a new one.
Can
No?
we
Okay,
do
just
new
this.
ones?
Later?
next round?
Got it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Commissioner
I'm
Vara,
still
any,
thinking.
okay. Take your time.
Can you enlarge a little bit?
Yeah,
Some
something
kind
that
of
can be,
yeah.
they already have.
Sure. Can you enlarge it?
I will need.
And yes, if there's none that you wanna pull over, that's fine.
Would you like just to scroll down so you can see the bottom
Yes,
of the list?
yes. I also like, oh, sorry, Manna,
Yes, please.
unity in the city. But actually, I had also like your fan, yeah, already seen that.
Good.
And then,
You want to put a tally stroke next to that one?
That's, I'm okay with one.
And then- oh, sorry.
We are family.
Last year.
No, last year was
Very
Fred's
close,
that fine.
The
That-
last few were, well, from
Yeah.
last.
Pretty close. Huh?
And then I'd like to nominate pulling over Cupertino through time.
And that too, yeah. Yeah, I selected.
Same one?
Yeah, Cupertino Sultan, yeah, I selected this one too. Something.
Commissioner,
Treat the subjects.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Commissioner Chen, any others that you want to pull over?
I am unique. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, last time I had these three and I still feel very strongly for these three. I feel this, that was my suggestion for the emotional health of people. Because we all have so many social subjects, but we don't talk about mind, which is kind of very important at this time. I feel this, it's emotional for especially youth. We had so many cases where our youth was rejected and we have suicide cases as well. So if we can touch upon the emotional facet of youth, children, seniors, people like that. I feel this. That was the emotional side. Next, I suggested last year was I'm unique. Like every person our children have a lot of competition. People have competition, but no matter where I stand in the competition, no matter where I'm in the race, I still have something special. So that's what's my suggestion. And the third that I still feel is kaleidoscope, the colors of life, colors of time. So these three I would like to suggest again.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, everyone.
May I clarify something? What I heard you say was kaleidoscope colors through time,
Mhm.
which is slightly different than this. Do you want us to change it to say colors through time or colors that make us?
That was mine. What I had thought was colors that make us as a society.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, thank you. Just want to clarify.
Good idea, yeah.
All right, next I'd like to propose that we go around the circle again and then share our new ones. Let's try to limit the discussion now. Once we have everything on the board, then we can discuss.
I'll
Please.
go first. I have one only. My happy place.
Okay,
Thank you.
Commissioner Laura.
Yeah, just, I don't know, they have a title, but I do have kind of a theme and you can see. I was trying to see what are the initiatives in the city. And I have come across, a current mayor, Kitty Moore, she's talked about, wellness. In our community, she also has a lot of programs of counting steps and so on, some fun ones. And like yoga in the park, but wellness is one of the higher priorities for. So I wanted to talk about, I had something of that in mind, the title. Could be healthy communities, creative arts, I have a lots of them. Even together we thrive, it doesn't have wellness or wellness in every color. But if you leave healthy communities and come back to it to see what title we want to give, I have lots of ideas, but it's in that theme of both physical and mental wellness in our community and supporting that.
But maybe just, if you can do just parentheses of wellness, that's like the bucket.
Yeah, yeah, wellness.
Okay. And then I'd like to add a day in Cupertino. And then also bridging generations, building community. Commissioner Chen?
I still want Cupertino full time, no other choice. I see the
I
history.
like that.
No choice.
Okay,
Me,
Leslie, any
So I would
new
like
ones
to-
you'd like to add?
yeah, new one, for me, I would like to take the topic issue which is very current. And that is the social media now impacting all of us. So it's something if we can make away from media, actually living in life, the present moment, like something like look at the scene, not the screen. Something like, which makes you think about real life as compared to always looking at the phone, always looking at the computer. Something which makes us live happily the current moment, not the screen, but the scene kind of thing. So something like that.
Look at the scene, not the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the scene, like enjoy the moment, not the screen all the time. We can change the words, but that's the thought. Yeah.
Mhm. So that was the easy part.
Now let's discuss.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, no particular order, feel free to speak up, I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what you'd like to see, from a theme, this year.
The thing that's changed for me since last year is the additional element that has come in, besides the divisiveness and so on, it's AI anxiety. It's become a problem area, especially in Cupertino, especially with computer science jobs being up in question, where every kid in Cupertino thought they're going to do computer science. I'm exaggerating. So I always would want positive wellness, happiness, those themes to counter the pressure on kids and the anxiety they have. And I'm thinking kids, but I'll go figure it out. Anyway, that's my comment. I still don't know which one I like because all of them are so good.
Yeah, all looks good. My thought when I was, because we've done this now a few years, right? But, the chair and I, of course, all of you also through your roles and interests. Some of the topics that have always come across and are very strong is the diversity, the unity, the community, going across whatever those are, like cultures, generations, borders, sort of something different. Of course, art is the center. How does art heal us, for example? How does it give us a different perspective? I really think it heals all of us. I really think so. The music, the dance, looking
Yes.
at the picture.
Absolutely.
So that kind of like, how do we use art as wellness? A little bit also comes back to what I'm just saying about this AI anxiety. It's a little bit also what you're saying. But for me, it was, we've done all the others. Can we do community and wellness? Also, a lot of it, mental health. But we don't have to say that, let's just say wellness. And so I said maybe that's, and it, I'd come across also mayors, but that's three. So that kind of spoke to me. So I was thinking if that's something we kind of bring some of the elements, I mean, some of the things are there in different topics. And they all speak to me, all of them.
Just for
Those
artist
are my
healing,
thoughts.
just for artist healing to try and capture what you were saying, if there's something different that you'd like for us to capture there.
Yeah, so I did find my title. It was below at the end of the document. I have written Together We Thrive, Art of Healthy Communities. I had written. It's about thriving together. Art and a lot of art is also together, like music can be more than one musician, a theater, a movie, a dance, even a photography is more than one because photography you have a subject. So it is a community. Art is in community around us. So art fits very well in the community.
Yeah, I think for me
Just
personally, I guess two thoughts. One thought is I like a theme that ties directly to Cupertino. Like I think there, it's always challenging to strike the right balance, but in my mind, I want to make sure that it's something that's specific enough, but also not really prescriptive. Like, for example, I think the ideal theme in my mind is something that definitely has some level of specificity. I know it's very vague, but yes, that's my personal preference. Because I think it challenges the artist to maybe create something different from what they would normally create. If the theme is too broad, I think it's easy for them to just submit what they like normally already make and just say, oh, like it ties to the theme because XYZ, right? So that's why I err towards the side of like medium level specificity. I think like last year was a good example of that. The second point, I really liked everything that you said about wellness. I mean, especially because this is an area that the mayor cares about, I think it would be fantastic for us to tie our theme to that as well.
Okay, like talking about why we chose the Cupertino through time. And now Cupertino developed so fast. We have so many things going to change it from culture, history to building. So I'd like to see through the artist's eyes, show the city before, now, and the future. You know, Cupertino is such a flying city. If you want to choose one to represent the Cupertino landmark, it's very difficult. The people always pick maybe Apple or something else, right? So I like to see our history. That's why I like the topic here, something different and also realistic. Yeah, that's a great idea, Hashan. And also I love the idea of wellness, healthy life. But I would like to, point something which is an issue and how our artists suggest, dream, or envisage of solving it. So health can be one, city is one, but that's all we can photograph, we can picture. But how do you put your ideas, your, dreams into art? And that can be a novel thing. It's not always, that what they have not done before. They have to think new. They have to vision something. In that case, I'll recommend health or something which is like a social media issue or health is a very common like what healthy wellness by all means that when is really appreciated. How can they imagine of staying away from all the issues, the depression, the emotional health, the screen time, and bring themselves to the future, something that can have a futuristic goal, not just what is but what should be or what would be, looking ahead, that kind of futuristic. If they can, we can bring some vision into it, not just what exists, but what you think would be in coming times. That I would love to see.
I think now that we've all shared our perspectives, I think I'd like to focus us back on kind of the wordsmithing aspect. So, yeah, I guess, are there any on the board already that you feel strongly for? I know we've mentioned several themes, including like wellness, Cupertino through time. Is there any wordsmithing that you would recommend to better capture your thoughts into a theme? I think, yeah, once we feel comfortable with how it's worded, then I think we would want to move for actual voting. So, I guess speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm struggling with one,
Yes.
which I didn't think of earlier, but I wanna try, I wanna put that on the table. Let's not write anything yet. Okay. There's a dream I've been saving for a day like today. It's too long, I know. somehow,
I mean, I feel like we can put it down.
okay, let's put it down, let's doodle on it then. So there's a dream I've been saving for a day like today. Happens to be a 1960s Lee Hazelwood song. And if you haven't heard it, it is beautiful. Okay, apologize for
No, all good.
deviating. Okay.
I have like two slightly different angles for my number 15. So I would just recommend either just putting behind 15. I don't know whether you want to put new, whether we should put, doesn't matter to you. Okay. So one was a nature nurtures. It is about, but obviously as the name says. And the other one was I had that article.
So that there.
I had, that's. But I had the word thrive somewhere, the art of healthy community. I had the word together we thrive in front of that.
In front
Number
of
15, the number 15 has like a something, number 15. Yeah, I had together we thrive. And then it continues to. I did want to put thrive and together.
Dash out of it.
It like it had a colon, a
Colon.
dash is fine.
Yeah,
We could wordsmith that, but
Yeah.
I did want to put thrive.
And is it nature nurtures or nature nurtures?
Nature nurtures.
Nature nurtures.
Again, we could wordsmith it. Oh yeah, I had nature nurtures.
Okay.
Only added them rather than reduce them.
I'd like to modify number 10 that I had proposed. My happy place in Cupertino.
Three proposals, spins on the wellness. One is a moment of peace. Two is taking care of me. And then three is shoot. Um,
Remembering in Cupertino. Memory. Sorry, I'm distracting you now.
wellness in Cupertino.
Have how many of them? 20?
And it's expanding.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
Commissioner
sorry.
Chen, Commissioner Ponda, any wordsmithing that you'd like to bring up before we go into voting?
There's too many. No, yes, no.
I'm
No
just
more,
sticking to one.
no more, yeah, make simple, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe Cupertino is default, it's understood, like the theme applies to a city. So something like what I would suggest, peace, health, wellness. These, I don't have exactly the order or the style, right? But if we can incorporate these three things, peace, health, wellness. Yeah, I was thinking of making it more rhythmic. Let me think more. But I want to say something which where it has peace, does health and wellness by all means. Like it's not just health, mind, spiritual, society, financial, social, everything inclusive. How do we make it holistic? Wellness by all means. No. Peace. Yeah, some topic has to be easily understand for
Right,
everyone.
right.
Sometimes that's complicated,
Right.
especially for the young artists.
Right, but when you have a general topic, it gives more scope.
Yeah.
If you define it very like worldly, word-wise, then you're limiting. In some ways, let's think a little bit more.
In the interest of time, I'd like to propose, why don't we all pick maybe our two favorite
Sure.
themes, like the specific lines,
Mm.
and then we can go around in a circle and nominate them. And then that can help us down select. And I think once we down select the first round, then we can do a final voting round if it's still not. So yeah, maybe let's give everyone a couple of minutes to decide which two they want to vote for. Yeah, can you, just for ease of viewing, can you maybe copy the bottom half and post it in like column C? Just like zoom in a little bit. Yeah.
Because everybody's watching.
Some topic are very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, maybe show of hands who's ready to, who's picked their two?
Can I ask, just suggest one more topic, just one simple word, healthy me, just write, if you can, a healthy me. Healthy me.
You said 2 or 3?
Let's try to do two.
Yeah.
You said it in a suggestive way.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if I can make a suggestion, what Jess and I think might help with picking your two is like naming, number 7 and number 9, for instance, right? And then we will delete column C for the time being, and then we will tally stroke, and then that way we can see kind of where. And hopefully from there, just continue to get a little bit narrower scope. Does that work for everybody?
Sure.
Okay, test. So if you want to hide column C for the time being. Are you guys ready?
Who still needs time to select your two?
No, but I can, so I guess nobody needs to.
Okay, cool, let's go ahead then.
So it might be
Commissioner-
in a slightly different spot just because of seeing it in one list versus two.
Let's go reverse order this time. Commissioner Ponda.
For me first?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just zoom?
Yeah,
Please.
that's very large.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't get my glasses.
We need a larger TV for the verb.
We need a vertical TV for that.
Can you just go down? There are a couple of nice choices in the end too, so yeah. I love to name a moment of peace. That's number 1. And
Just a suggestion, the number 51, if I can make it a little shorter, Art of Healthy Communities. Together is understood, I feel, the little word Art of Healthy Communities is very, very impressive. Beautiful. Please do. Art of Healthy Community?
So delete together we thrive.
No, I don't believe, now, I don't know who suggested, but for me, just a suggestion, if we want to choose that, together we have, if we can remove it, Art of Healthy Communities, that will be,
May I
beautiful.
suggest some?
Please.
Because
I see.
for now, let's just give the vote, we can still do the.
Then we can
voting.
do what.
Sure,
That
sure,
person,
sure,
if we
sure,
are all open to.
sure,
Sure.
sure.
It's just not cast in stones.
Sure. So,
Okay.
yeah, a moment of peace
And then 15. I
and
think,
15,
yeah.
yes, 15, yes.
Okay, Commissioner Chen.
Number 6, number 10. Both about Cupertino.
Very consistent.
Straightforward.
And then I forgot the numbers, but I'd like to vote a moment of peace. And then also, oh my gosh, what did I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, a day in Cupertino, 12.
For me, it's the 15. And number 19 taken care of.
Number 10 and number 18.
A moment of peace, yeah, that is a good one.
Okay. So why don't we filter and just remove anything that didn't get any votes? And then maybe we can do one more round. And then, I mean, it already sounds like number 8 has the most.
18,
vote-
number 18.
Well, I changed.
You changed?
No, sorry, the spreadsheet.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna,
Oh, changed, I see now, I was thinking, wait. Yes.
just works fast.
Maybe 10 and 18.
Lovely.
Okay, but I guess just to not bias us, can we do one more column of voting
Right.
now that we've
Yeah.
done selected? Sort of.
Okay.
And this time let's select one, so
Yeah.
that we can zero it. Yeah, let's do one.
Okay, let's give everyone a minute to select your
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Okay, does anyone need more time? Okay. Why don't we vote?
Moment
Should
of
find
peace,
that.
number 8. Number 6.
Number 8.
I'll go with 7. Although I do like some of the others too. So I think they're especially all this wellness ones for me are all very similar. So very similar. Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah.
So
Number 8,
Yeah.
but I have to say, peaceful, easy feeling by the Eagles can be this theme song for this.
Wow.
I mean, I think all of these are fantastic.
They're
things.
fantastic.
I think these are great ones.
So great,
Lovely,
great
lovely.
job. Great job to the whole
Yeah.
commission, brainstorming.
Yeah.
Technically, we already do have a majority for one of them. But it does seem like the group is leaning towards number
Yep.
8.
Yeah.
I guess, do we feel comfortable, I guess, having that as our official theme for the year?
Yes.
my only comment is, I mean, as I said, for me, all of them were very similar. The happy, the said together, the moment of peace. But do we want to describe it anything more, any other word, or we are happy with it? I don't know that. I just want to make sure. Yeah, just wanted to connect the way we are all thinking about wellness rather than peace in the world or something. I don't-
Also, we have the new ones, we have the new ones also, so we'll also have to go to the new ones.
Sorry?
This is the part one of it, right? There's another new one section also.
Huh?
We have to select from that also.
No,
Oh, no?
This is,
I thought we have a part two of selection. Why did we remove the new words? Oh, sorry, I might have missed that one.
Oh,
Can we, there was another section, right?
no, this is what we selected from all the 20.
Yeah. Oh, really?
This
Oh.
is what we were trying to.
No, that's
Yes.
it.
Oh, did you miss something?
I do totally see your point, though.
Okay.
A moment of peace could totally be like interpreted as like.
Spiritual,
world
world
peace,
right.
peace, world
instead of
peace, yeah.
wellness peace. I
Yes.
totally
Correct.
see that.
correct.
That's the reason
Uh,
why I was little bit hesitating to move to it.
It sounds so good, but the message is lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Could
correct.
be this, or it could be interpreted in different.
Many
ways.
different.
Yeah.
On the
Maybe we can-
positive,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
you can
add
interpret
something.
it in any way, but if people have been watching CNN too much, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
world
Might
peace.
get a lot
Yes.
of.
No, maybe we can add something to make it more comprehensive.
That was my, that
Right,
was my
right.
little bit of thoughts,
Right.
something there about whatever thing, I don't have suggestion. But that was my concerns.
Anybody want to fire a plot?
Something like healthy body, peaceful soul, or health in body, peace in soul. Something like, when you're healthy, you become peaceful. That
Don't
kind.
look at some sixties themes here, love, peace, and war.
And may I just say, that's why taking care of me was very clear to me. And that's why I had voted for the initial one. And it was coming to the whole wellness. Either me or
Let's see.
helping myself, so in the community, so.
Need help.
Yeah, do something.
But it has to be authentic, okay? But we will take inputs.
Well, okay, so I mean, one option could literally be wellness, colon, a moment of peace.
Yes. Is care or nurture, can we show that in something?
Sorry, what was that?
No, I just said some words, is care. Can you put it in something to do with taking care of me in that same sentence?
Well, here's one, a moment of peace and renewal. Sounds a little too formal, but yeah. A moment to breathe.
Or a moment. That's
Moment to be.
more, that's
A moment
more
of breathe.
direct, right?
Yeah. Can I make a proposal?
Yeah, sure,
Can we take a vote on taking care of me?
It's called,
I thought we were thinking about the same thing.
This is one that resonates, the healing pause. Anyway, some of these are almost cheesy, but
So healing is
a healing pause,
Healing is
moment of peace. Yeah, could be.
There's also a moment of calm.
Peace, calm. I'm telling you, we need to go to Haight-Ashbury and talk to people there.
But in my mind, these are all like sub lines from that one, from line 8. I don't actually view them as like the
It
same.
is.
They are definitely related.
So what I hear you saying is wellness, semicolon, a moment of.
Peace, does that work?
And then you have 3 different options right now.
No, sorry, what I meant was. I view 8, 10, 11, 12 as all basically the same thing, just like different
Okay.
ways of wording the same thing.
Some part is missing, like everything is like almost perfect, but nothing is like complete. It seems like that.
Oh, can I copy something? So I thought is, a moment of, not, a moment of peace where wellness grows. Like calling where wellness grows. Can you try it?
Grows, right?
Grows, right, sorry. There's a dash or something after peace, dash or colon. In number 30. It is like it's putting the wellness word back in the title. But something that sounds nice.
Okay, sorry, we kind of messed up our flow, but let's just go
No,
with
it's
it.
okay, we're there, we're going there, we're getting there.
No, I mean, like, I think purely from voting, I think we were ready for a moment of peace, but I think Commissioner Varma did bring up like a very, very, very good point. That it could have easily been interpreted in like a totally different direction.
Right.
From what we as a commission had intended, so even though this process hasn't been as smooth, I do think it's a valid discussion.
Right.
That being said, can we go through with this list again and again vote for one each?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, may I ask that, do we need the number 9 and below, or are these 9, 10, 11, 12? I would propose we don't need them. Want to
They're
keep
too
them?
close.
I mean, we just threw them out. No, they
I
after 12.
am okay removing, I
9
mean,
to
they
12.
they are a little bit different, but I'm personally okay removing it, what do the others think?
I'm going to keep them.
Keep number 13.
Okay.
While there's
Yeah, but 13, I would like to keep all this.
something there.
Yeah,
The 9 through 12, maybe let's just hide those.
yeah, those are like repetitive.
Okay, sorry,
Where's our list? Okay.
one last time, one for each, please.
One each, right?
Yes, one each, please. Can we start again with you, Commissioner Ponda?
Can I say one? I have
Okay.
one. If it doesn't work, so that's fine. So we have add both peace and health. Peacefully healthy, peacefully healthy. Last one, 10. Peaceful, fully healthy, or healthy, peaceful, no, okay, fine, peaceful, healthy. Healthy, yes.
Okay, and that's your vote?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
alright, Commissioner Chen.
Still number 6. Simple, straightforward.
And then number 8 for me.
Same.
I'll also go with 8. That's what it.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in this.
7.
No, I'm going with 6 now.
Which one is that? Mahali
Oh,
is
nice.
Cupertino.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and there's a reason, wellness is a moment of peace. It's a little bit of wellness is this, and then a moment is peace. Right, so wellness is more holistic, maybe a little bit of wordsmithing there,
But we are struggling, of course.
may help. Because it's in the top 2, right, so let's see if we can do a little wordsmithing and then pick between these 2.
Yeah, can
Honestly,
we
it was a-
hide the ones that didn't get any votes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like we have 3
We're
left.
struggling with that word.
Yeah, sure. We can, fine tune the
Well, we
wording,
have
yeah,
Fine tune some wording and see whether
Yeah.
we can,
right.
And we had number 8 until we didn't.
yeah. Which one is number 8?
Now
Oh,
it's
yeah,
changing,
that's right.
now it's changing.
And then we tried to change it and we
Thank you,
not.
Jessica, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Jess, thank you so much.
I know.
You did a great
You
job.
girls are very patient. You are like, you are
Find
confused.
signal in the noise.
Yes.
I imagine this is how a teacher feels in like elementary
I know.
school. Herding cats. Okay,
Now let's see.
I think wellness a moment.
The last one you can remove because I think it's not like,
Whoa.
yeah, peacefully healthy, you can remove that. If it's only 9,
All right.
let's zero in for the ones that we have. Let's zero in.
All right.
Perfect.
So,
alright,
I don't want to give any negative,
Yeah.
but the happy place in Cupertino kind of, got me thinking they might just draw a place.
Yeah,
Is that what we're looking
that
for?
concerns me too.
well, but, I mean,
A playground?
you could argue,
That's
I
okay.
mean, that is,
That's okay, yeah,
like, that is
Anything.
reflective
could
of
be anything.
what they view as like
Yeah.
a type of Cupertino,
Okay,
so.
yeah, okay.
But yes, I mean, the submissions probably wouldn't be as diverse, right?
Or it could be happy in Cupertino, something like that, right?
That was-
So we have 2 votes for 2 different items and you volunteered to take yours out. So if you were voting
You
for one of
would.
these 2, you were kind
Oh,
of tied.
Just got all the rights.
Tiebreaker. Both are so enchanting, like both make sense. But if given like what we were discussing in wellness, I'll go with wellness then. Wellness, a moment of peace. Let's be it.
Okay,
Okay, I think we have a decision.
I think we have a decision.
Again, I think.
But I'll
all of
request a
that
little
were
bit of change if
fantastic.
we can do a little bit of some
So
edits.
let's focus on.
Yes, that one, yes. If we can edit a little bit, because there's something like slight, like flavor missing. If we can select it, but we can make a little bit of update somewhere, that'd be perfect.
Okay,
If someone has to suggest.
any suggested edits?
Okay, everyone's right.
And I do want to remind you that we will need eventually a motion.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
Absolutely. Yes.
We're getting there.
Yes.
In that way.
Yeah, I guess for the record, I am happy with the wording as is, but
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
if you have a proposed slight edit, please
Yeah,
share.
let's think. I mean, I'm not objecting, but I think if we can make it a little better somehow, let's think.
Maybe let's give it 1 minute.
I tried to erase the full discussion and just read that now,
Yeah,
and it looks pretty good. It
Good.
does
Yeah,
convey
yeah.
what we were thinking.
right.
At least
I agree. The message is conveyed very well. I was trying to be more perfect, like perfect can be more, but. Sure. But I was just connecting, how is moment of peace with wellness? Like, it has to make sense. Wellness, peace, joy, some like little bit of sense together. How is wellness a moment of peace? That's what I was thinking.
It's wellness through a moment of peace.
Mm.
The idea of that time.
Yes.
So there's a few
You
suggestions
don't need it, that's what it says.
that I'm reading here.
That's what it says.
Wellness, finding peace in the moment. No, that does not align with
I think
the
they-
theme.
I think that's good then. I think
Which one?
we should. No, through is a little extra. The load is yeah. Not
Yeah,
through
we don't need
completed.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
She was just explaining it. Yes.
It's been a minute.
I support it.
It's been a minute.
Yes.
Can we get a motion?
Yes.
Yes.
I make the motion.
Yeah, I second it.
Wait,
Yeah.
please
No.
state the motion.
Slow down.
I voted for the Artist Awards program theme for 2026 as wellness: a moment of peace.
I happily second it. The motion, I mean.
Yes.
All right,
Oh, sorry. Commissioner Chen,
Uh-huh.
Commissioner Aurora.
Aye.
Commissioner Panda,
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chair Lamba,
Yes.
Chair Wang,
Yes.
motion carries unanimously.
Thank you for your hard work. I love that it fits in with the mayor's initiatives and it's a little true and do. We really tried to stay quiet over here. But it is true to really the initiatives that Parks and Recreation Department does every year in wellness and quality of life. So
Okay.
it's a little extra special for us this year. So thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Great job, team.
Great job, Jessica.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for patience, all girls, really.
Carolyn, thank you, Jessica.
Facilitating so wonderfully.
We done? You done?
Yes, I think we're done with this
Did I-
topic, and then so the next time that we'll see you both will be at our, is it the October meeting?
No, August,
The-
July, September.
November.
Okay, so you will not be coming back for September.
Correct.
But the submissions will be, the application will be open then, and then you'll come back in November for us to select the winners.
Correct. So, you already closed the slide, right? So just to clarify, the artist awards, will open on Tuesday, September 1st. And they'll close on October 1st at 4:30. Staff will then organize and compile everything so that way it gets to a point where it's, manageable for you to go ahead and start to evaluate and select your, recommended winners. We will be back at your November meeting to facilitate a similar discussion based on the number of entries that are received. And then, as you know, we're planning for a January ceremony. And that gives us time over that period to reach out to all of the winners, to coordinate all the logistics that go with that and to get everybody there in January after the holidays.
I do have a question
Please,
on this topic,
please.
before we
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so in terms of next steps on operations, so I saw the draft of the flyer, that's excellent. When can we have the flyer with the edits made there?
So our coordinator that does all of our marketing and stuff is off this week, so it
Mhm.
will not be this week. But he knows that this is coming, that it's gonna be one of his first orders of business when he returns to work. So I'm hopeful by the end of that first week, full week of August,
Okay,
that we will have something that is ready to start to go to print and stuff. We can start to make the edits to the website and get that prepared, but for the flyer and stuff will need to be done by our graphic artists. So we can let you know when everything's available and send you a copy as well. But as you know, we'll have the flyers at all of our public facilities, and if you need a handful or whatever, just let us know, and when they're ready, we can print you a few and you can,
Okay.
swing by and pick them up, et cetera. So I'm thinking a couple weeks out
Okay.
at most.
Yeah, please send us an email when
Yeah,
the website's updated and when the physical materials are ready.
That's
Yeah, I think
Easy to.
please, once we get the materials, please publicize the event to your networks. We want to make sure as many different groups and artists are represented as possible.
Yes.
so on that, Chair Wang, we have a list of all
Yes.
studios in Cupertino and organization. So, I'm gonna personally walk a couple places through this,
That's awesome,
especially ceramic studios, because they are not represented at all in submissions.
yeah.
So one is Wilson Park. I've already talked with Lisa Molero, who does the teaching out there. And also there's a private, a commercial studio here, ceramic studio. But is there a way we can, see, we can send emails to each other together, okay, that violates the Brown Act. But is there a way we can share that list of studios with this commission so that each person can go target them? One, our commissioners. Any thoughts on that?
Yes.
Wait, has the list not been shared with the whole commission?
No.
I guess we've shared it on screen.
Yes.
But it hasn't been sent, okay.
Correct.
So after
Right.
this, why don't we send the list
Okay.
over to John and Shelby?
Good.
And then you can help disseminate without us getting in trouble, right?
Yeah, I wanna get into trouble.
I like that, without getting into.
But if we disseminate the list of organizations and students,
Yeah.
then
yeah.
all of us can make our
And
attempts.
by some means, if you can, allocate each other, so that we don't, do this duplicate of sending and connecting. So we can share and it's like division of labor as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think coordination gets a little challenging with
Okay,
Brown
yeah.
Act, but
Okay.
why don't we just say, John and Shelby will help disseminate the list.
Okay.
I mean, it can even just be an email.
And even if
It
it's
doesn't have to be the
duplicate,
full
that-
sheet.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about
and
it.
then
Okay.
maybe go ahead, if there's a couple that you want to reach out to, just reach out to them and maybe send
do
John
it.
and Shelby a note. And then, yeah, I mean, you can decide if it seems like literally everyone's reaching out to the same people, maybe just let us
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And one more, which is schools.
Yes.
Okay, art teachers in schools.
We have a list of that.
No, we
Oh,
don't have
okay,
that. Okay, so if anybody has direct communication with any Cupertino-based schools, right? We can't go to Cupertino High, for example, that's San
San
Jose,
Jose,
right?
yeah.
I think that'll be good. So, okay.
Yeah, please leverage your networks.
Just
Okay.
remember, the zip code has to be 95014.
Got it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for being patient with
Thank you,
us.
Jessica. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin.
We will try to get John an update of numbers for your September meeting.
Okay.
And then give you an update as the program comes to a close. We'll let you all know.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Oh, we're not done.
We're not-
But yes,
Oh, okay.
we have a couple quick items for the rest of us to go through. First is staff and committee reports.
I see.
Shelby, do you have any staff reports?
So for those of you who haven't met me, I'm Shelby Maples. I'm another planner. I'm just subbing in for John this week. He's very fortunately in Italy right now. I do not have anything to report, but I will work with John to get you guys that list. And yeah, I was not provided with anything to share as far as updates or reports.
In terms of commissioner reports, quick update from my side. So we've had two mayor meetings since our last Arts and Culture Commission meeting. So we had a mayor's meeting on May 20th, which was 2 days after our May commission meeting, and then we had another one July 15th. On the May 20th meeting, as a reminder, this is a meeting that's attended by the chairs of each commission. If the chair is not available, then the vice chair can attend it in their stead. And the purpose of this is for the commissions to give an update to the mayor on what's the latest on commission business, and also for the mayor to give an update to the commissioners on what are some hot topics within the city. So the updates that I shared were one, the arts assets and inventory initiative that we conducted, that was done and sent over to staff. The second is I shared that we had two public art pieces approved, Blossom, as well as Arabesque Libre. And then the third is that we had discussed a student-led utility box project. So that was the May meeting. And then for the July meeting, we spent the entire duration focused around selecting the winners for the Crest Award. So we didn't get into updates. Those winners are finalized. I think they should have been notified. And then the award ceremony, which we are all invited to, is going to be on October 28th. If you remember from last year and the year prior, this will simultaneously be a Crest Awards and also Commissioner Recognition Dinner. So please attend. It's a great opportunity for us to get together and spend time with all of the other commissioners as well.
Awesome.
Do you have any other? Nope, that's it from my side.
So we had 3 meetings consecutive months, September, October, November. We have September and November our meetings, and October the Crest meeting. Correct.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's not a meeting,
Yeah.
but yes,
Yes.
we will see each other
Yes.
in October.
And no field trips, no more. No more.
Not currently planned.
May I ask,
Please.
for the Crest Award, do they already have a venue?
Usually it's in the city hall, right?
Oh, not every,
That's-
Oh,
no.
no, okay, sorry.
Last time it was
that was
hotel,
around-
last time was some
It
hotel.
moves around.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
2 years ago, it was at the hotel
hotel.
I
and
know.
Main Street.
Okay,
Yes.
Last year was in that room.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, last year it was.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Okay,
but staff
We'll
will
find
let
out.
us
Yeah.
know.
we'll find out.
Just,
Yeah.
just block off that evening
Yeah.
for now.
Okay,
So the next meeting, they.
That's correct.
That we have just remember that. Very close.
Yes.
Correct.
I came before time today, a change. I was so happy.
Do we have any other commissioner reports?
real quick one.
Please.
So I presented to India Community Center seniors in Cupertino. There's a group that meets here in the church right outside Whole Foods. They have a group called FOSWL, Friends of Similar Wavelength. Okay, go figure. And they get a speaker once a month. So somebody asked me to present, and my topic was from bots to pots, from robots to pottery, the journey of a left brain Silicon Valley techie to the wonderful world of art. Well, the relevant part of what I was going to say is, so I talked about ceramics, pottery, and left brain, right brain, and empathy, and all that, why art is important. But I put in a couple slides on outdoor art in Cupertino. Okay, and I'm serious. People see these all the time, but they don't realize. I showed pictures and I asked them, okay, who recognizes this one? Oh yeah, that's at Stevens Creek intersection. And some of the outdoor art is beautiful, right? So FYI, there were 60 people in the group, and we talked about outdoor art. And also, I think John is updating the map, the Cupertino map with all the inventory that David and I put together, and hopefully that's out soon.
Yeah, the latest that I heard from John, well, I mean, he already has a draft website prepared.
Yeah.
For publishing the art assets onto like the Cupertino.gov, I believe. I checked last night, I don't think it was published yet. Do you know when that would be published?
He and I haven't discussed it since we talked to you. But imagine he'll be able to get to it when he returns.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything gating that. I think we would like that as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
David, any idea on that bike day?
Oh,
Is he
yes,
going to
sorry, so
incorporate this?
That's the other announcement that I wanted to
Oh, good.
share.
Thanks.
So
I'm glad I asked.
thanks, I forgot.
Yeah.
Gosh. So,
So just to fill in while you're looking, there's a bike day in Cupertino, organized by Mayor Moore. And there was some short conversation I had with her at some event on if we can incorporate some of the outdoor art into the bike day, where when folks are biking, they can actually go visit some of the outdoor art locations.
okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So, this will be before our next meeting, so thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
The event is on, gosh, sorry, my internet.
Somewhere in September, right? I'm not in.
Well, it's September
Yeah.
28th,
Okay.
but do you remember when our next commission meeting is? Sorry, I'm pulling
Let's see.
it now.
September 20, last Monday, no?
Okay, 28th. Okay, yes. So basically, the
Yeah.
Saturday before our next commission meeting is Cupertino Fall Bike Fest. September 26th from 9 AM to 1 PM. Yeah, so I mean, please attend if you're able to. I think, according to the website, the event will feature bike rides, on-bike and off-bike games, arts and crafts, food and beverages for sale, and much more. You can find more on the city website. We had been in conversation with the mayor about incorporating, like an art tour, or like a pamphlet as part of this. Because I mean, if people are going to be biking around the city anyways, might as well give them a couple of
Leverage that.
Yeah,
destinations, to
That'd be
enjoy
awesome.
while they're there. I think the action was on us to put together like a mock-up of what that could look like. So I think there was pushback from staff of like, hey, like, sorry. I think one interpretation of how this could be executed is that it would be done through like the art tour app. So I think that's how it was executed several years ago. Where basically a QR code was
Right.
given at that Bike Fest. And then it linked people to download the art tour app. And then people can just use their phone to like, okay, figure out
Nice.
where to go.
Which is.
But I think
Very
I
creative.
think the only limitation is I'm not sure that the art tour app,
Will be really.
we can guarantee that the art tour app
Yeah.
will be updated in time.
Yeah.
I think it can be a little bit more scattered, that approach, because
Yeah.
you're not literally telling them where to go, it's just like, hey, here's everything.
Yeah.
So I think a recommendation, at least my recommendation, is if we want to make this happen, why don't we put together a mock-up? I mean, it can be like a simple one pager. I
Simple
mean,
flyer.
yeah,
Can I
Mountain
send-
View has done this,
I
right?
see.
Just, hey, like, these are 5 art pieces.
Yeah.
Along a single corridor that we think would be fun, and then I would recommend sending that over to staff and
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
So they might have a path already set, right, for the tour, for the bike ride, everything from point A to.
I don't know the
Don't know.
details.
Right,
Yeah.
no, no, what I was suggesting is near the artwork, if we put a water stand, every art stand, so they will pause there, they will have water, they will have something. So if we can coordinate with the doers, the administration of this path, and the path it goes around city. If they can have they have random water spots, right? If they can put it near the art spot, they will stop there and they will look, and everybody who goes there, can take a picture or something. So if we have an interesting spot near the art point, it will work both ways. It will be advantage to us and they'll also take a look at it.
Absolutely, that's a good
Mhm.
idea. Thank you.
So basically a mock-up of a flyer. That's
I
the
think-
starting, that's
I
the
think-
base.
I think if we can deliver a mock-up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
likely to happen.
Yeah, let me think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Perfect.
thanks.
Okay, future agenda citing, sorry, everyone wants to go home. Upcoming draft agenda items, there's an attachment, were we supposed to talk about the attachment?
I was not given anything to discuss on this.
As you see.
We normally don't have an attachment, that's why I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah.
Was the page.
Yeah, there was,
It had one item.
but it doesn't really. Okay,
Yeah,
it says.
It said staff will provide a presentation on any item.
Yeah, the staff keep the commission informed of
Yeah.
any council directed
Yeah.
work
Yes.
items
That's
I
why.
saw
that are still pending or incomplete.
I do not have any information to share.
That's fine.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
Any other, from the commission, any other items that you'd like to nominate for a future agenda?
I want to suggest something, but I don't know if it will work out. We have a lot of fall events. Can we have the city like permission request, whatever, as commissioners to go, not as like last year they said you can go like that. And that is like normal citizens, but if we can go as commissioners, like in a prestigious position in all these events, Cherry Festival, Diwali Festival, we want the city to invite us as art and culture commissioner in those festivals.
I know in the past, commissioners have literally just like shown up with their badge. And I
With the
think
badge.
at some events, I think we've even had a booth.
Okay, I have not seen, so I haven't, last year I suggested, but the answer John had given was, you just go and show, and I know, it's like confusing, like, when they,
Yeah.
I think at this point of time, it is making a note of that agenda item.
Mm.
Yeah. and then we
That's
can
about
discuss
it.
yes,
And then
yes,
discuss it.
yes.
That's something to discuss.
Please, that will do, yeah,
Commissioner participation in
Yes.
city events.
yes,
You will
yes.
have to
But
approve it.
Yeah, but I guess my point is, if there's an event that you really want to go to, just talk to staff.
Okay,
We
okay,
can
sure,
work
sure,
something out.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody want to second that, or do we want to make it for future agenda setting?
I'll second that.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, any others? All right, thank you so much for your time. I call this meeting adjourned at 8:05 PM.
Good job.